People have been traveling around the world to share knowledge and goods for thousands of years. As early as the 7th century BC, scholars were making pilgrimages to gather at Buddhist monasteries along the Indus River Valley. To put that into perspective, that was approximately 300 years before the first learning institutions were founded in Greece, and 500 years before paper was invented in China. It's a long time ago. All this implies to me that man has had a long-standing desire to share knowledge and to learn, long before textbooks or MOOCs came along. I've been studying internationalization and globalization of higher education for about 10 years, or hardly at all from a historical perspective. But what I've learned is that a lot has changed since the times when oral tradition was the primary way of conveying knowledge from one generation to the next. But the traditional classroom and teacher disseminating knowledge to students that we currently have is being challenged. As our world has become increasingly globalized, there has been a growing understanding that people need to develop skills that enable them to successfully work with people from different cultures and languages other than their own. Higher education has been seen as the pathway to gain these skills. This new awareness, coupled with greater mobility, has driven more and more students to study abroad. This growing demand for higher education, coupled with population growth, has created a boom in higher education. There now exists a very complicated system of universities, colleges, public, private, and corporate, national, state, and local, those with affiliated colleges and twinned or franchise programs, branch or virtual campuses, technical vocational institutions, liberal and fine arts schools, junior and community colleges, and many, many more designations worldwide. But even with the explosion of new institutions, the demand for education around the world, and the rapid growth of brick-and-mortar schools that is currently in progress will not be able to keep up with projected population growth. In the same way that the invention of paper and printing changed knowledge exchange from an oral tradition to an institutional system, technology is evolving that has the potential to effect radical change to where, what, and how we learn in the future. As a new student of technology, I've been really surprised to learn about my own assumptions and learning processes. Initially, I was very hesitant to put myself out there, whoever out there is. It felt dangerous to reveal myself, my thoughts and ideas to an unknown audience or public. As media has become more uniform, and in some cases, I would say mundane, my assumptions and early experience was that much of new technology was created as fun or distraction or purely for profit. Coming from a corporate background, I've experienced firsthand corporate goals of monetizing the internet and other technology, from early attempts to charge for email accounts to online auctions, shopping, gaming, and now data mining for big data. I'm too aware of the ulterior motives behind every form I complete online. But I've been thrilled, and to be honest, a little surprised to find so many curious, thoughtful people engaging through blogs, Twitter, and video, simply with the desire to share and learn knowledge. Interactions are respectful and helpful with little antagonism. I've not encountered any ranting or raging about anything that I've written or engaged with. Finding my way around technology, initially I was very timid to start, but have become increasingly bold and willing to dive into the new software and sites to figure out ways to accomplish my goals. My thought process has evolved from how to use the technology to what is the best tool to accomplish a certain goal. To be honest, I'm still hesitant when trying new technology. I haven't gotten over the feeling of vulnerability I have of having my identity so public and online. I know enough to play around and learn, but I'm not confident that I'm managing my security well, and nowhere near being able to imagine or creating something completely unique or new. But every day I learn something, which is fabulous. I've glimpsed the possibilities of how education can change, although I strongly believe in the importance of face-to-face engagement and how important it is to get out and see the world and engage with other people. There's a lot of information that can be learned through new technology, opening the doors of knowledge to those who can't travel, who don't have access. I think it creates hope for new futures for many, many people. With the creation of new digital technology, in some ways we're having a similar experience to those earlier nomads, scholars who set off by foot trekking across dangerous and unknown territory to meet others and learn. Failure and frustration are part of the journey, but the adventure and possibilities of discovering something new are worth every step along the way.